It might seem like it's a lot to keep up with and a lot of buttons to click sometime, but it's really not. The link is right below in the description box, doggydiamondsnofilter.com. If you missed any episodes, if you missed any audio of the podcast, if you want to know how to get in contact with me, hey, you could even leave me a voice note. You could find merch, doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Also have this promo I want to tell you about. Listen, have you heard about my $100 promo deal? Listen, man, I'm going to give you some details real quick. The promotion will be done on Doggy Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV on both sites, both Insta Stories, YouTube communities, the Threads accounts, the Facebook account, the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. You must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggy Diamonds on Instagram. At Doggy Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. All right. As y'all file on in, I see the like button going up. That's important. If you're watching on your phone, if I'm not mistaken, you could double tap the screen now and the like button will go up. If you're watching it on a vertical view, you could double tap the screen or the horizontal view. One of them two, you could double tap the screen and hit the likes. I see y'all. A-Child, I see you. Brown Girl, I see you. Tisha, Brooklyn GQ, Disrupting Reality NYC. Idris, I see you. April Brown, Tasha. Hey Ghoster. Watch Slice, always in the building. Loke TV, Young Yala, always in the building. Naughty Q1, always in the building. J Woo 72. LaOne, I see you. Terrence Foster. Jumar 95, Jasmine. Yo, Naughty. Jasmine, I just got to do this. Yo. Shout out to y'all. Rasul Griffin, what's up? Floyd, what's good? Mike Jones. Jiggy J TV. Don't forget Jiggy J TV got an event coming up with Head Ice. Follow him for the information. Tay Luciano. Shout out to everybody. The likes is going up. I'm trying to think of what bag I want to be in for this live today. I think I don't know if I want to be cool. I might want to wild out. I don't know. Certain names, certain topics just bring the wild out in me. Sometimes I gotta go there. Yes.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
Yes. My homie Same Africa said, cut the intro some. Absolutely not, bro. We gotta let this rock. Nezzy Knees. What's up? I was gonna say Nezzy. I don't want to mess up your attribute. Beasley, what's good? NPR. I gotta get my shout outs in when the people come in. That's why the intro was so long. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk a little. We gonna keep it a buck today. If you're easily offended,
good.
I'm back. What's up, everybody? I'll go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds TV. This is the Doggy Diamonds No Filter. See, I didn't even change the banner. See, I was moving too fast. Let me change the banner so y'all don't think it's the wrong show. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me change the banner really quick. I got the wrong banner up. Y'all gonna think it's the wrong show. Y'all ain't watched yesterday's show. I loved yesterday's show, but y'all ain't gotta watch it. It's cool. Y'all ain't gotta watch it. So, what is this? What are you doing? Can you put the right banner up? Sir. Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself. Sir, can you put the right banner up? Hold on. That's not it. That's not it either. That's not it. Hold on. Is it this? Man, I know what's happening. Hold on. All right, let's try this now. Let's try this. Hold on. That's not it either. Man, how about we don't have no banner today? How about that? How about we just don't have no banner now? See, you want to mess everything up? Now we don't have no banner. Shalon DeLong, thank you for becoming a member of the channel, a sponsor. So look, you said, could I turn the volume up a little? I thought the volume was up loud. Let me see something, okay? Let me see something, because y'all be saying the volume is low. I don't think the volume is low. I think the volume is kind of loud. I don't know. I got the volume all the way up. I don't know what else to tell y'all. The volume is up pretty loud. You can even see the meters jumping. I can show you the meters. The volume is going all the way into the yellow. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. The volume is pretty loud. Sometimes y'all gotta turn your volume up, you know. But I ain't got no banner today, okay? I ain't got no banner. All right, y'all. Yeah, everybody be saying the volume is good. Some people say it's low. You know, this is hi-fi stuff, right? Look at this. This is one of them. This is one of them ones. This ain't that rinky-dink microphone. This ain't that, you know. So yeah, let me just go, because I messed the banner up. I messed the banner up. You know what I'm saying? I suck today. Forgive me. But yo, when I'm doing these shows, if you want your banner there, if you want to sponsor a show, I could put your banner up there for your brand. It could go down there too as well. So don't forget that. So let me get into today's show. Today's show, Dr. Umar is Dr. Umar being Dr. Umar. I don't know what to do with this guy anymore. Straight off his distraction from the school tour. He does a lot of press. Let's go. So this is from Hip Hop DX. Shout out to Hip Hop DX. Drake challenged by Dr. Umar to clarify his racial identity. Are you a black man? Now, before I get into the actual story and read it off for you, what difference do it make? Why is that important? Why does he have to tell him whether he is or he isn't? Why are you asking this question? The guy's been out for over 10 years, dropped numerous albums, and now you're asking this question? After he done amassed riches, and even if, let's say he's not, and people want to accuse him of cultural appropriation, misappropriation rather, he's already made the money. He's already been successful. Now you want to ask him what he is? So let's go into the story. Drake's mixed heritage was a hot topic during his battle with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar was the first person to call it into question, and now Dr. Umar has publicly called on the Canadian rap star to clarify his racial identity. The controversial activist shared a video on Instagram on Monday in which he urged the Six Guard to set the record straight on whether he identifies as a black man first and foremost or see himself as mixed race. That's probably the most asinine question ever. How could he identify himself as something if he is of mixed race? I mean, he is what he is. He can't do nothing about that. He didn't ask his mother and father to conceive him. So he said, for my brother Drake, because they probably took out the repeats in here, but it's normally he'll say, for my brother Drake, I need you to clarify whether or not you are a black man. I need you to clarify whether or not you are a black man. For my brother Drake, I need you to clarify whether or not you are a black man. You need to clarify. You know how he repeats shit like 900 times and shit. So for my brother Drake, I need you to clarify whether or not you are a black man. Some people are claiming my brother Drake, who I love and respect, that you embrace a mixed race identity, that you not embrace a black first identity. So I have to ask my brother Jake to clear the record for me, Dr. Umar, and that. Maybe we can have a sit down when I come to Toronto on October 5th and 6th, but I need you to clarify that for me, brother Drake. Brother Drake, I need you to clarify, are you a black first black man? Or do you identify as mixed race? I'm going to be real with you. Or do you identify as untouchable first? This question is so damn stupid. This is stupid. I'm going to be real with you. This is stupid. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be real with you. I ain't the biggest Drake fan. I'm not even a big Drake defender. But what is the kid supposed to do? He is what he is. We all know what he is. So let me ask you, so Umar, you know why they was in Bill Cosby crib. You know why they was after Neverland Ranch. You know why they was after Prince. You know why what happened with Whitney Houston. You know all this stuff about the culture. But you didn't know that he's of mixed race? Why shouldn't he identify as mixed race if his mother is not black? Why shouldn't he? I'm not mad at it. He is what he is. I mean, it's too late now, right? It's too late for anybody to say, hey, what do you identify as? It's too late. He already got fame, fortune, everything, and now you want to hit him now and say, hey, man, what are you? He could look at you and say, I'm rich, bitch, and you ain't got no school. That's what I would do, but I ain't of mixed race. But if I was Drake, that's what I would say. I'm rich, bitch, and you ain't built no school yet. Come on, man. Come on, man. All of this is a distraction from what you need to be doing, what you should be doing. You know everything about everything. You this repeating shit. And you know, that's just one of the signs of like Alzheimer's, you know what I'm saying? People repeating shit. You got something to say about everything but the shit that you need to be talking about. We don't need you talking about nothing in hip hop culture unless you make it correlate with mental illness. That's the only time you should talk about hip hop culture. When you make it correlate, if you connect the dots the way I connected the dots with the prison industrial complex and some of the agenda and hip hop, that is not a problem. That's not a problem. But when you start talking about how do you identify, what difference do it make how he identifies? What difference do it make? So he's supposed to denounce his mama for you? For us? We don't care. We don't care. We been knew that he was cosplaying as the Black American man. We knew that. We knew that. Well, for those that's in the know, knew that and know that. But there's nothing that he can do. There's nothing he could do about it. But when I come to Toronto, maybe we could sit down. So he's like, man, I ain't doing nothing. I got a meeting with Umar. I gotta tell him what my race is. So one man that's successful in what he's doing got to meet with you and tell you what his race is, but you can't meet with all the donors and tell them what you did with that school money that you've been collecting since 2013. You can't make this up. But this is our culture, though, right? This is our culture. This is why the world laughs at us. Because when we get in front of these things right here and we get this spotlight on us, look at the dumb shit that comes out of our men and women mouth. Look at the dumb shit. When you have the light, and then, again, they do the broke clock thing. You go on the Breakfast Club, you say all these things, you sound very, very articulate, you sound and you drop some jewels and some facts, and then you double down and take away from all the greatness that you done spewed there, and then go say some stupid shit. Frederick Douglass would never. Well, maybe he would, because in the end, Frederick Douglass, did y'all know in the end of his life, Frederick Douglass married a white woman? Did y'all know that? Research it. When this dude talk about bunny hopping, which, listen, I don't date white women. Don't find them attractive. Never hugged one. Never kissed one. Don't even know any. How about that? But his self-proclaimed ancestor married one. So when you talk about bunny hopping, you talk about one of your ancestors too. So you can't, what are we talking about? And before some of you rant and rave about who's hating on who and who, Nobody's hating on anything. It's just a damn, sometimes you just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Every time you turn around, somebody's supposed to be washing the dishes and they sitting there playing the game. And you be like, when you gonna get to them dishes? Oh, I'm gonna get to them. Yo, there's no such thing as a good excuse if you disappointing the people. No such thing as a good excuse if you're disappointing somebody. Nobody cares about your excuse. Nobody. You know, the saddest thing in our culture too is that we want to support people. We want to stand behind people. We want to champion people. What is it about these cameras and these microphones and these podcasts and these interviews that just bring out the complete goof troop in people, right? Like you'll be like, damn, you too? That's why I say to people, yo, if you come into the culture and you're a master plumber, the minute you start talking about coloring books, people like, nah, fam, you ain't qualified. We knew this man for children's mental health. People used to come to him and say, hey, they want to medicate my child. They want to put my child in special programs. And then what you would do is you would have the remedy, and you was great at that. But now what the fuck are you great at anymore? What are you great at? And you starting to display behavior of somebody with mental illness, truthfully. You have this whole stick, this whole talking point thing, this whole personality, this whole repeating shit. What's wrong with you? No, seriously. I'm starting to think something is psychologically wrong with you. Seriously. This whole licking your lips. When a sister walk past, you know a sister. Fucking braid flapping. You know a sister when a sister walk past. Sisters, I tell you sisters. Motherfuckers is giving you gift cards, the Red Lobster, and all types of shit. You was taking P.O. box checks. You was taking gift cards. Motherfuckers giving you McDonald's gift cards, and you was getting all types of shit. And then you get caught up in being a celebrity. But you know what it be, right? Let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to give you all the advice and what it is, the reason and why, right? A lot of dudes never grew up getting no box. I'll just be real with you. A lot of dudes grew up not getting no box. A lot of dudes grew up not getting certain attention in their neighborhood, in their community, the community, you know, in the community. A lot of dudes grew up not getting no box. A lot of dudes grew up not being popular. So this shit, when they get on this and they get popular, woo, they lose it. They lose it. They lose it. As for me, people like me who's always been popular in my neighborhood, always been known. I've been one of them ones in my neighborhood that was known. I come from a big, gigantic family. So what happened is when they don't get no box and they start getting box, it supersedes everything. It trumps everything. Now you start seeing a nigga greasing his lips and shit. You start seeing a nigga. You start seeing shit, I'm telling you. Now you start seeing a nigga eyebrows straight. You start seeing weird shit. Like one blonde thing flying, because that's all for box. Then the dude start pandering for box. Now, when you start thinking about it, his whole talking points is what? How black men ain't shit, right? How you abandoned the sisters. The sisters need to be mad at you. The sisters need to be mad. That's coming from a nigga with 2 baby moms. Them sisters ain't mad at you. 2 baby moms. So now you start pandering to the women. You start playing to the women's side. You start playing to the pain and suffering of women, that doesn't come from us. It doesn't come from us. We all suffered the same. We all suffered differently. You could go back in time in the 70s when the Civil Rights Acts were written, when the welfare system was created. Remember, at one particular time, the black man couldn't even be in the house. The black man couldn't even be in the house. The black man had to get out of the house in order for her to get welfare. That automatically broke up the family. Right there. That was written. It was in the movie Claudine. It was all over. You couldn't have an iron. You couldn't have a telephone. You couldn't have a man. You couldn't have anything luxury. You couldn't have a telephone. You couldn't have an iron. And you couldn't have a man in the house. So the man was equivalent to a telephone and an iron. And if you wanted your stamps and your budget, he had to get out. Then you had the prison industrial complex that was locking up the whole warrior class. Then you had crack cocaine put into our neighborhood. So all of this pandering to women, the sisters. Meanwhile, I don't got no sister that can say, hey, he's a good one. So it's easy to say, hey, they ain't shit. Don't look at me, though. Don't look at me. I'm shit. See, that's the issue, and that's the problem a lot of times with this situation is that now, you know what I'm saying? Now, hold on a second. See, somebody said it do sound low. Is your phone up? I don't know why that is. Somebody say it low. Some people say it sound good. I don't know what's going on. I know I'm loud in these headphones, so I'm gonna figure it out. But let me just continue. But somebody told me, hey, you do sound kind of low. I don't know what that's all about, but the volume is up all the way. I don't know what's happening. I'll figure it out later on. I'll figure it out. Yo, the volume is all the way up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the way it's conveying through YouTube. I don't know, but I was on a roll really quick, so let me figure it out. So my thing is this. As an educator, your job is to teach. As an educator, your job is to teach. So you have to stay in that realm of teaching. You can't come out of that realm and start deflecting and start talking about everything else that's going on. Because the minute we say, yo, look, hold on, it's the black woman's fault that causes division. The minute the black women say it's the black man fault that causes division. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, but that's what I wanted to say about him because you got to stop. And I do have it on 720 tonight because I was trying to check something out. But I'm tinkering with this show, but the audio is I'm tinkering with this. So I'm gonna fix some more settings later on because I was trying something, but what I was trying wasn't working. So moving right along, Amber Rose, another one. She spoke at the Democrat. So used to people being Democrats. She spoke at the Republican National Convention, and people are up in arms. People are up in arms for one, because it's Amber Rose. Two, some people identify her as a black woman. Some people want her as well. This is the correlation between her and Drake in this show. Some people want her to say and identify as a black woman. But Amber Rose says she does not identify as a black woman. She says she doesn't identify as black. She's of mixed race. And people are angry. Listen. Black women, black men, is that a black? You want her to be a black woman? What about her would make you proud? Oh, I get it. Because if she identified as a black woman, that means if y'all make her identify as a black woman and a black woman only, then that means she should be a Democrat. Oh, I get it. So y'all are saying, how are you a black woman and you identify with Republicans? That's what y'all saying. That's what y'all saying. She been told you she not like us. She been told you that. She said that. When she let that hair grow out, it is what it is. But if you don't know who Amber Rose is, let me get into some details about who Amber Rose is. And this is from Slate. I don't know nothing about this site, but I Googled some stuff. And it says, why is Amber Rose speaking at the Republican National Convention? She was a pro-choice feminist celebrity. Now she's going all in on MAGA. Among the speakers at this year's Republican National Convention, few have raised eyebrows more than Amber Rose. A late-or hip-hop video vixen turned positive feminist media personality and founder of the Los Angeles chapter of the How Did Rose Once Called Donald Trump a Idiot become not only too ardent supporter, but a guest of honor at the Conservative Party's biggest fete. Fete is not even an American word. Anyway, I went searching for the answers so you don't have to. Amber Rose looks kind of familiar, but I'm not sure where I know her from. Remind me of what she's famous for. So if you don't know who she is, this is what they're saying. She first entered the public consciousness in 2008 when she appeared in Young Jeezy's music video for his song Put On, featuring Ye, formerly Kanye West. Then in Ludacris' music video, What Them Girls Like, Ye and Rose began a highly publicized romance that would last until 2010. Throughout the course of their relationship, Rose was often reduced to Ye's model vixen girlfriend. She became constant fodder for tabloid headlines with photos of her in her signature shade platinum hair, blonde hair, hairstyle, often accompanied by gossip tinged with slut shaming. Anyway, shortly after their breakup with Ye, Rose dated rapper Wiz Khalifa, who she married in 2013.
Sucker for love.
Then they had a child, then divorced the following year. Notably, Rose has also had a relationship with Def Jam exec Alex A.E. Edwards, with whom she has a son by the unique name of Slash Electric Alexander Edwards, who is now dating Cher. That's enough about her. I don't want to talk about her no more. I think I spent too much time talking about her. Not to mention that she dated 21 Savage, Machine Gun Kelly. Remember when 21 Savage had the sign over his head that said, "I'm a slut"? You don't remember that? So she did her numbers. This is my thing. She has a right to do and date who she wants. I don't care about that. And she also has a right to be a part of any political party that she wants. Why does she have to be forced to identify with black if she doesn't want to? You got some black men, blacker than me, who don't want to identify as being black. Like Clarence Thomas, like Wayne Brady, amongst others. What is it with us where you gotta tell me if you're black? Black is a birthright that you're born. You identify, you learn your culture young. It's not something that you just pick up and say, hey, let me learn how to be black. Hey, I'm gonna be black. That's not how that works. Unfortunately, black identifies with the struggle, but it identifies with the culture more than anything. That's why you see the black American thing so prevalent now, because it's a culture. Some people were not raised in our culture. They were raised by their other parent that knows nothing about our culture. That's the thing. You know nothing about our culture. You can't learn hip hop. You can't learn some slang. You can't put on an outfit and say, hey, man, I'm black. If you black by birth, that's fine. That's fine. but is being raised amongst the culture of black people. So wanting her to be black now and act black and aren't you black or what are you? It's the stupidest shit. So the same thing that Umar's trying to do to Drake, they're trying to do that to Amber Rose now. She had a whole fight with Jocelyn. I saw the clip. A whole fight with Jocelyn because she says she doesn't identify as black. That's nothing wrong with that. So look, one less, okay? Listen, this is what we need to do, right? And this is our problem because we are accepting of everybody but our own. We accept everybody. But we look at each other as we're inferior, right? So when we see one of us out doing something or achieving something, we automatically turn our head. But when somebody else is doing something that is black culture, we look at them as special, as an anomaly. Oh, wow. That's why at the parties, when the white girls start dancing and she know the running man and knows some dances, everybody breaks out into go white girl, go white girl.
Go white girl, go white girl,
Go white girl.
go white girl,
Go white girl.
go white girl.
Then the next minute, she has a movie deal. Next minute, she's the lead dancer in many videos. That's y'all doing that. When a white guy knows how to rap well, you say, ooh, he nice. 'Cause he white. And how does he know how to rap? Like us. But you got us rapping and you say, he high, but he's special. 'Cause he's white. The term PAWG is made for fat ass white girl. They don't have no PABG, fat ass black girl, because the stereotype is that all black girls got fat asses, which is not true. Some of them you can see them coming, but you can't see them going, and that's fine too. So everything about them that's supposed to be stereotypically us makes them special. So she could go out and get her ass done, her titties done, get lip fillers, and then you'll say, but she looks black. She should identify as one of us. She doesn't want to. Why force her? She doesn't want to. She doesn't represent you. What does she do that you could look at and say, I'm proud that she's a black woman? What does she do? But you want her to identify. What's y'all obsession with people having to identify with you if they telling you they don't want to? So we the only people who damn near invented almost everything in existence, but we love it when somebody else takes our inventions and steals them and goes out there and say, hey, I invented this. And you're like, yeah, that wasn't Benjamin Banneker. That was Thomas Edison. You got to be proud of yourself and proud of your own. That's it. And nobody don't want to identify with you. Fine. It's almost equivalent to you living in the neighborhood, because sometimes you got to speak for motherfuckers to understand you, right? It's almost equivalent to living in the neighborhood and everybody live on this block. And then somebody say, I ain't from that block. What do you say? Good, don't be over here, fool. Don't be a part of us then. Because we over here, we doing this, we building this, we got this, we got that. You ain't got to be a part of us. We cool with that. What is your obsession with somebody telling you, I'm not a part of y'all? And you're like, yes, you are. You have to identify with us. She's not an asset. Drake is not even an asset. Nobody's an asset. You know who's an asset? Your immediate family. If you cannot edify your immediate family, if your immediate family don't even want nothing to do with you, why are you trying to claim and recruit celebrities? I don't give a fuck what none of them do. Honestly, I just don't care. I know my greatness. I know my people's greatness. I know my immediate circle's greatness. That's all that matters. When we deal with history, history speaks for itself. But sometimes history becomes a feel-good moment and something to talk about if you're not in the present right now. And a lot of times, many of us are not in the present. We talk about history. No, we have to be in the present. If we was great then, we have to be great now. What are you doing now that's great? That's really what it's all about. Your greatness has to come from your ancestors because of what they went through till now. All that back in the day shit, and we built the pyramids. The whole time you got one Gargamel tooth in your mouth. You got on a long John turtleneck like Gargamel with a Band-Aid on it, and you talk about what we used to do. Meanwhile, all you do is smoke reefer, drink all day, sit online, oppress people, and talk shit about people. That's not... I don't want to claim them. It's a certain demographic of us I don't even want to claim. Please, secede from us, please. Say you something else, please. Identify something else, please, because we did not breed y'all. We did not breed y'all. I don't know what that's about. Think about it. In 2024, people still smoke cigarettes. In 2024, cigarettes? You see people like this. But I just felt like, how could you smoke cigarettes? Cigarettes. Imagine having a cigarette addiction in 2024. You gotta be a scumbag to smoke cigarettes. Just really think about cigarettes. Could you imagine being a man and you rock with a female and she smokes cigarettes? Then you got these dudes who have a cigarette in one hand and reefer in the other. And they like, some of them gotta go. Thank you for the donation. Some of them gotta go. People, everybody wasn't kings. Somebody was the servants. This is the truth. We come from kings and queens. You sound like the lady in New Jack City. Some people were servants. That don't mean we were mean and evil to each other. You know, sometimes you just had rulership and you had rules and regulations. But all that, we was kings. Fam, your lineage, nobody was no king, fam. I'm just being real. I look at your lineage. Some of y'all are kissing cousins and closely related. Stop with that shit. Your behavior now means everything. Sometimes your future of your family has to start with you. Sometimes you guys say, hey, man, I don't know what they was on, but this is what I'm on. I don't know what they was doing, but this is what I'm doing. But propping up black women against black men and you know why? It's that LL Cool J of consciousness shit. Do you notice all these dudes who profess to be conscious, all they do is tell a black woman how she's great and don't even have one? Why? Why? I'm gonna tell you why. This is the reason. Black women are very, very supportive when they want to be. Black women will dig in their purse, pull out some money. They will buy your merch. They will buy everything from you. So all you got to do is pander to them. F the dudes. That's why they do that. That's why they're the sisters in the community. The sisters. The sisters. That's why they do that. They started saying the black woman is God, the womb of man, and all this fucking crazy shit that don't even really make no sense because none of that is going to pay your light bill. None of that is going to pay your rent, your car note, put no food in your kitchen, help you drink water, none of that. All of that is feel-good moments. That's it. So they start pandering to black women. They start talking to black women, be some of the most perverted, craziest, wildest dudes behind the scenes you ever seen and heard. You should hear some of the horror stories. That's why they do that. That's why. It ain't got nothing to do with, I think black women is awesome. I don't know nothing else. But I'm going to be realistic too. That we have a problem that we need to fix individually and as a collective. That's just what it is. But I'm not going to put one against the other and oh, the whole demographic of black men ain't nothing. It's the sisters. Please. We know why you doing that, though. I always know why they doing that. Saying all types of crazy shit. But then say, I got 3, 4 wives. You just saying that to get some box. That's the LL Cool J of consciousness shit. I mean, yo, if it work, it work. Hey, man, if you getting box from it, fine. I'm just not a fool. You can only fool fools. Can't fool me. And the people with real knowledge of themselves and what's going on, that's it. There's the sisters, and they come out, they come there, they hair all made up. Some of them be having little shells around their neck and shit, looking all good. And that's another thing. You see how these women, look, and I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. I see how women lust over Method Man. I see the comments. I see the shit they say about Method Man. That man is married. He's a married man. I don't see no women respect his marriage. Oh, he could get it. Oh, that's a married man. So that goes to show the morals, values, and principles that people be on. Look how they lust after him, and he a whole married man. Been married. Don't be up in chicks' face, none of that. Just do his job, do whatever, and you see women going crazy lusting, and he married. Oh, the sisters. And he's married, been married, children. And women still be wilding. He could get, I wouldn't care what he is. He just tell his wife, I could hold him for the night. But let one of us do that. Oh, you thirsty. You this, you that. What about y'all? You know what it's like to see a thirsty woman with no respect that say that somebody could bust their tail for one night and then go back to their wife? What type of women are you? He's married. And Meth is damn near kin to me, so whatever. I ain't trying to stop his shine because everything that he get, as far as accolades, he deserve. But the way they say it, what they say about him has nothing to do with his talents. It's all about how he could bust your drawers. That be y'all. So before we start propping up the sisters and the sisters this and this, no, we got work to do. But it start as an individual. Start with you. I ain't trying to listen. I ain't with the Michael Jackson heal the world, put a Band-Aid on the earth. I ain't with all that. I ain't trying to do none of that. I could just only improve myself. And hopefully my ways and actions rub off on other people. That's all I could do. I could only lead by example. But just to be fair, Crystal Star says, just to be fair, men do that too. Well, Crystal, let me explain something to you. That has always been in the men's nature to be like that. That's why we're frowned upon and we shun. When did women start acting? Don't answer that. Because that's not being fair. If somebody is dysfunctional and degenerate for doing something, that means you do it too? That makes it fair? Think about it, Crystal. That don't make it fair. Even we dealing with all this looseness that's going on. I mean, look at social media. Social media is nothing but looseness. Is that a good excuse, though? I'm just saying, men are our leaders. Are men the leaders anymore? We're the women that let men lead. Could I do a whole show on that? Where are the women that let men lead? They'll listen to Justin LeBoy before they listen to me. I come on here every night. Great talking points, leadership. By example, too. Nah. Men are our leaders. Yeah, right. When? Where? All the women that I've encountered, they tell me what I got to do in order to even talk to them. Absolutely, your husband is the leader of your household. Again, Crystal, now that you said that, your husband is the leader of your household. That is an individual journey. You cannot say men are our leaders if you don't know 10 married women who have their men leading them. You can say they're our leaders. You can say your man is your leader. Because as we would want men to be women leaders, it ain't like that. It's 2024. I mean, motherfuckers ain't on the back of the bus. The two water fountains don't exist. Shit real. And I advise many of y'all to get with the times and pay attention to what's really going on and stop having these feel-good history moments or, yo, we used to. What are we doing now? Application is key to everything. If you're not applying the knowledge that you acquired, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're just a person who knows shit. If you cannot use the knowledge that you acquired in certain fields to help you, your conditions in your life, it does not matter. I don't even want to hear it because you're not going to be laying on the floor telling me how you can do this and do that. But ask me for $3 so you can get a cigarette. Half of the shit women do, men don't even like. But who takes a census on that? Nobody takes a census on that. Nobody, well, half of the shit women do, we don't like that. It's a certain demographic of man that might like that, and y'all run for that demographic. That's like if you ask a man, if you take a poll, would he take a natural woman or a BBL? I bet you more men will say he'll take a natural woman. But y'all think, because y'all been duped, y'all have followed the agenda, that everybody wants a BBL woman. So y'all run for that. Y'all run and get a BBL. Y'all on a plane like this and shit. Y'all don't ask men what they want. Y'all demand and tell us what you want and what your qualifications. And if you don't got this, if you ain't got no job, remember, ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a job if you want to be with me. What have you done for me lately? You remember all that? Remember all that? That's where we at right now. Dudes don't like long lashes. Most of that stuff come from a certain community too. But y'all don't even want to have that conversation. Y'all don't even want to have that conversation. Most of the stuff that women emulate come from a certain community. But y'all don't want to have that conversation. That's why y'all say it's given. It's given real woman vibes. That's where a lot of that terminology come from, as was told to me by a female. All y'all talk, bitch, all that shit. That shit come from a certain community. And how you emulating somebody who's trying to emulate you? How you trying to emulate somebody who's trying to emulate you? But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. And one thing I ain't gonna do is sit here and be no bitch dude and sit here and pander to women and say, you're the queen, Mother Earth, goddess, and all that. Yo, let me get some head. I ain't doing all that. As you know me, I like big titties. I like to get fellatio. This is an admitted thing. But that don't mean 20 women can do it. That don't mean 15 women. That don't mean 2. But you ain't gonna catch me sitting here talking about the sisters need and the sister. First of all, I'm not calling you a sister because you ain't my sister if I'll smash. You ain't my sister. If I could look at you as an object of affection, you're not my sister. Period. I'm not going to say the sisters. How you calling them sisters and you'll be? Just really think about that. The sisters. You smash your sisters? Anyway, it's about that time for me to get up out of here. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, YouTube is, they don't like when I talk about certain things and, you know, but I got to. You know what I'm saying? I got to. So, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. Share it is important. If you're on social media, share it to your Facebook. Share on your X. Even share on your Instagram. There's ways you could share that screenshot. If the volume is low, I have a lot of people say the volume is good. Some people say the volume is low. I have to figure this out. Today, I wasn't in full screen. I wasn't in 1080 today for a specific reason. I was trying to see something. I was trying to change the bandwidth and do some stuff. But, you know, this is always a work in progress because they always trying to dampen and block my shine. But I appreciate y'all as always. You'll know you're always going to get some real talk, real perspective. I try not to be, I'm not biased, but I got to be truthful. And I do want to say this before I go. Dr. Umar, the scholar, the teacher, is brilliant. Very, very needed for us. Great information over the years. Can't take that away from him. But somebody once said, when you point a finger, 3 point back at you. So you got to be careful when you talk, because when you talk, it makes people analyze you. So if you're going to talk from the perspective of almost perfection and what people should and shouldn't be doing, you got to make sure your shit is good. So with that, you can follow me on all social media at Doggie Diamonds. The Instagrams is going crazy right now. My Instagram, my personal Instagram, and the Instagram Doggie Diamonds TV is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So watch yesterday's video, watch tomorrow's video. Salute to my brother Bumani in here. He has a YouTube channel that I'll plug next time that he does a boxing show. I got to get on there too because I love boxing. He's going to talk about some boxing, but he has a boxing show called The Parry. Yeah, man. So again, let's just start holding ourselves accountable, right? Hold ourselves accountable first. And then hold each other accountable. Tim Mack, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? King Ra, I see you. Where you been, bro? Watch Slice, I see you. Crystal Star, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the building, man. I appreciate y'all. So until next time, I'll probably be going live on the Interlude TV later on. Probably about 10 p.m. I'm going to go hit this gym really, really quick. Get my little 1-2 in. Come back, go live on another channel. It is what it is. So to all my people, you already know the kitchen closed. It's late. Live is closed. We out.